Welcome you guys back to my channel. This is Luminescent here with an update on the new moon in Libra. Happening exactly tonight going into tomorrow. The moon has already moved into Libra. It has opposed Chiron. So there's definitely some sensitivities regarding the ego being bruised that we're getting through, as well as this big T square with the moon, well, the sun opposing Mars retrograde. And they're both squaring off with Pluto in Capricorn that just stationed direct about a week ago. Saturn is 3 degrees away, but definitely 22 and 22 directly with Pluto and the sun. Mars is 20, and the moon is working its way up to the 23-degree mark where the new moon will actually take place. The North Node is at 21 degrees, causing it in conjunction with Pluto and Capricorn and trining to Libra, air and air. So we definitely have a lot of, on edge energy right now. I definitely felt it since last night when I first saw the T-square being like smack dab going on at 3 in the morning. So at the bottom, we have the 8 of Cups, and that card does have the eclipse on it. So we are definitely cutting some things out. There's a new beginning that is being started, but of course, there must be a release of duties, responsibilities, routines, ways of thinking that have not and will not support the foundation we're beginning to create with relatability, balance, and how we come together with other people, like one-on-one, because it's Libra. So in the Jupiter position, we have the South Node, life's debts, and that was clarified by the Devil card here at the bottom. So to me, definitely symbolizing what we already have is what we already know. So if it's time to let go of what we already know. It's time to let go of what we think we know about things, because it's becoming a chain, an obsession, and an addiction. And we need to pay more attention to the signs and sigils that made us feel balanced, what caused balance in our life. And it can definitely be different from what it used to be at this time. It is Libra season, of course, but this is Saturn here again in the 7 of Discs card. This card talks about paying attention and observing what fruit is being borne, and then you can weigh it here and decide whether it's good for you or it's bad for you. It's not necessarily good or bad in itself. Your perception is what makes it so. So there is something that we're tied to, or we're seeing that we are tied to at the moment, that is being brought to death, and our separation, from what is no longer serving us is only going to leave us with the things that are good, and then we are left to balance with those. Now, the attitude we have regarding that, our mood here is the fire element, desire. Mars is opposing the sun and moon position, so we're definitely making a choice over whether we should go with compromises in status for our desire or another's desire. And the fact that the 6 of Wands is here means that we could be finding out what we truly desire and going after it, with the High Priestess and the Princess of Disc here, which is the Page of Disc. There are going to be some new talents that we're going to be discovering, or there may be some new realities that we may conjure up from understanding and accepting what it is that we truly desire and what we truly want, and being okay with going after that, because it definitely will cause a change. But being in the hidden positions, things that we don't know, is that success is here, and you have to trust and believe that your talents and abilities are going to get you exactly where it is that you're trying to go at this time. Because obviously we're leaving home, we're leaving our comfort zones. Cancer North Node is over, and now it's time to move from Cancer to Gemini, which we're going from being in our privacy sector to being in groups and being a part of activities that involve other people, and us learning new skills or learning our new skills even. In the Saturn position, we have the North Node. So definitely was surprised to see that turn out that way, because these two cards, when I shuffled, these two came out upside down, and then these two flipped out. I know in the life purpose North Node. So I'm like, okay, so clearly Sun position, we know what we should be doing. Saturn position, we're already working on our life purpose, but we needed to figure out what we already have and what's unseen. So at this point, we know that we've been expanding. We've expanded at our limit to what is comfortable to us. We've reached our limit in things that we're still holding on to before we allow ourselves to swing to the next branch. And in the hidden position is saying that it is time to go ahead and swing. But when you swing, know your intention is to swing to something that is successful within you. Leo energy, it's already within you. The God within you is already a success, and you have to trust your intuition that the talents and skills that you do possess within you are, in fact, even though they're still being understood and learned, are what's going to get you where you're trying to go. And your North Node life purpose here is saying that you've already been working on this because it was already flipped out. And we got the Page of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So, again, here with these swords, because we got Libra right there, there's a lot of talking and thinking going on. They usually say, relate this with, being a spy or messaging or, somebody talking smack. And a lot of that could definitely be going on with this Mars square Pluto. Scorpionic energy, Mars and Pluto, and then on top of that, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. We're definitely digging into a lot of information that we didn't know before, that'll actually make us feel hurt or slighted in some type of way when it comes to relationships with others. But overall, with the life purpose being something that we're currently working on, or what our intended actions should be towards, we may have some new and creative ideas. We may have wild ideas and thoughts and want to relate those to someone else. But we may not have the exact person or the exact compromise or the exact relationship with something where we feel like we can do that. And we just have to trust the fact that we are doing what our life purpose is, regardless of whether we get to share those ideas with someone else one-on-one or not, and just go ahead and move forward. Don't rely on relationships to make you or help you move forward in your own spirit. And here we have the Queens in the Universe card. So we got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Discs, and the Universe card. So the Divine Feminine energy is here and is very supportive of the direction, fire energy here. It's definitely supportive of the direction you're heading in, because it's going to start a new cycle. There's a new cycle that's being started here that needs to obviously be started here, because we want to stop expanding here in the South Node with the Devil. It's time to, this is just letting us know we've reached our limit of growth in this cycle, and it's time for a new one. Hence the eclipse card at the bottom, new moon. We're cutting out comfort. We're no longer ever going to sit here and be comfortable. At this point in time, during the spiritual war, we are completely to be put out of our comfort zone so we can accumulate abundance instead of debts. Because legally, that whatever is owed to us will come to us, and it'll be right. Whatever is owed to us will come to us, and it will be right. However, we don't have to stick around and find out whether or not it's really going to come through or not. There's the High Priestess, trust and believe that you are successful on your next move, whether you know it or not, which is why this is in the hidden position. And certain relationships may get, cut off, changed, completely broken up, breakups or whatever, or a reinvention in how you relate to another person based on how you've been relating to yourself. And because you have the support here for a new cycle to come through, and you've already been working on this life purpose for this new cycle to come in, you already know that when it shows up, you're going to be ready, King of Wands, to go ahead and move forward and expand in that direction with confidence and security in your ability to get things done. Because see, you're already being ushered in here with the Six of Wands, and your Six of Wands is leading you to, through your life purpose work, to be the King of Wands here. And this is Aries energy, fire, Leo, Sagittarius. But with being a Leo with the Aquarius moon, it's like the contradiction, and what's supposed to happen, but you still don't see all of the details of how it will happen, and you're grasping for some. This is the only thing you need to be grasping for. The fact that that one, things are changing here with this two of this. Things are changing. Jupiter is direct in Capricorn right now as well. So things are changing. Things are being isolated. Things are being moved around. And you can accept this as a king, with grace and ease, and allow things to just be and not work yourself up. Allow yourself to relax and enjoy the emotional changes and success that can come with all of this. Not just one particular part, but all of this as a whole, especially with the universe card here. All of this together collectively is to restart, revamp everything that you've been doing. There's a revamping, okay? Definitely a revamping going on. And with the Pluto being at play here during this transit, there's a complete chopping off. There's a complete, okay, you had, however long Pluto was all retrograde for, you had all that time to, cut that tie loose and just move ahead. And whatever didn't happen that way and that was still being held on to, we are all at this time being forced to go through it. It's like a tower moment. Like you knew you were supposed to handle this. Maybe you didn't know exactly how to handle it. Maybe you had some, fear with the devil card in the South Node position. Maybe you were so busy thinking about what could go wrong and how you're trying to make everything right and almost damn near perfect that you still didn't make a choice. You still didn't make a decision with the Seven of Discs being there. So now Pluto is here like, okay, so you had time to try to get this together and you did the best that you could. Okay, but now Pluto is coming through like, okay, so we're going to just go ahead and plunge through all of this. We're going to plunge through all of this. You're going to do what your life lesson purpose for you to do. And it may be something new that you haven't done before, but there will be some pain here because there's some type of restriction. Yet again, Saturn here and here. There's going to be some type of restriction, but the restriction, the Capricorn energy, is to help you move on. Eight of Wands is to help you move on, move further away from the south into the north. It's nothing wrong with the south node. It's nothing wrong with the north node. You need both. There is no one without the other. The south node is not a bad place. You need it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a north node. Like you need both. Duality, correspondence. It's just natural law. You have to have both. Now, the vibration upon which you see both and how you interact with both is completely dependent on how in tune with your soul journey you are, how you want to regulate that in your life. But we are being pushed into newness, something that's new. Ace of Cups here too. We're being forced to go into a new direction, to forge a new path, and The path that we're being forged is something that was predestined to happen. So go with the flow. Things are happening quickly and fast, and you might feel like you're being attacked. You will feel like you done all you can, and people just making you feel like you're not good enough. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. You are enough. You are great. You are healthy. You are rich. You are wealthy. You are healthy. You are beautiful. You are present in presence. You can do this. You can get through it. You can get through anything. We all can, or else we wouldn't have the task to do it. We've already done the work. Hence, just breathe through it. Lean on nature to nurture you more than you ever have. There's no there's no bounds on how deeply that can go for anyone. Lean into nature way, way more. 1555. Lean more into your nature and let it go. Let it happen. Let things take place. Let yourself go from being, stuck wondering if, when, but into seeing it actually happening. See your fulfillment. Get your wish fulfillment. Not someone else's wish fulfillment. Get your wish fulfillment. Understand who you are, what you want, how you want things to be. Get clarity on that. Allow that to burst forth open through you here with this ace. Because you already know. Mars here, Mars and Pisces, 10 of Cups. Okay, so that's my reading for today. Just using this deck. This is the Black Moon Astrology deck with Modern Witch Tarot and the Thoth deck. Thank you so much for tuning in to this new moon reading. I did do a blog post about it. You can check that in the description box, princesswomen.blogspot.com. You can book a reading. I do have 2 free ones, and I have $10 off all the natal readings that I have available: business, love, and personal growth. You can check that out, luminescent6.org. Thank you so much. Yet again, like, share, subscribe. Peace.